I think we got audio now. Okay, we apologize for that. Can someone confirm that they can hear us?
Yeah.
Before we start talking for no reason again.
Well, it was a good practice. I don't think they could hear anything.
We got a message saying that there was no audio on the stream. Let's see if.
Let me see if I can bring it up on my phone.
Oh, we got confirmation that it's working.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to day 2 of the Embassy Row Stein Spiel webcast, brought to you by Potomac Curling Club from the National Curling Capital Center in Laurel, Maryland. I am your commentator, Frank Kemper, and I'm joined here by Travis.
Hi. Welcome, everyone. So, had a little bit of a technical glitch there. Apparently, nothing that we said for the last 15 or so minutes was heard. So, we'll try and just start over from the top. So, in this game, we have 2 teams playing. We have Team Bliss of Death with the Redstones, who had the hammer in the first end, versus Team Beer Prescription. Team Bliss of Death is made up of lead Brandon Hoke, second Beth Bliss, vice Bert Cubinson, and the skip is Dan Bliss.
Beer Prescription is throwing the Yellow Rocks. Skip for today is Matt O'Shea, vice is Martin Wyatt, second is Mooch Healy, and lead is Brian Walker.
So, since you guys missed most of the commentary in the first end, basically what happened was Team Beer Prescription was able to steal 1 point without the hammer. They got a nice shot right down right on the button, and then were able to guard it very well to prevent Team Bliss of Death from taking anything. So they're looking at a very good spot right now. Cut to the second end, they're sitting 3 stones in the house, and I don't even see a stone from Bliss of Death in play. So they're looking very good in this end as well. This is, I believe, their 4th shot of the end, so this will be coming from second Mooch Haley.
They're not on it, so it looks like it's doing what they wanted to do.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to sit in the top of the house.
Very aggressive play.
It can be aggressive when you got 4 stones in the house.
That's very true.
And the opponent has none.
Unlike our games on Thursday night.
Yeah, well, we were not quite aggressive enough. Or we also don't have any stones in the house.
Let's listen into Dan Bliss. Looks like they're going to go for a takeout. Just try to move some of the rocks.
Try and get a couple of those stones out of there. If they do this right, they should be able to take out probably 2 of the 4 stones, which would really help them here, because they definitely don't want to be giving up multiple points when they have the hammer.
A double takeout is always a good shot to throw if you can throw it.
Using 1 stone to take out 2 is generally a good plan. Here's the delivery. That has got plenty of weight. That is going out into the parking lot. And the line looks good. I think this will take out 2. Okay.
Looks like they just rearranged them.
Takes out 1, but basically replaced one of the yellows with red. So while we wait the next shot, we encourage everyone who's listening and watching at home to please talk in the chat on the live stream. Let us know where you're from, anything you'd like to hear from us, if you want any updates on other games, anything in particular. It looks like on sheet C, we got a score up over there. Yellow has scored 1 in the first end without the hammer, so they stole a point. Over on sheet D, Yellow again scored 5 with the hammer, so that is going very well for them over there.
We got to look to get the team names. Not exactly. We want to thank Jim for operating our cameras today.
Thanks, Jim.
Volunteered last minute, stepped up for us while we were shorthanded. And Team Bliss of Death is going for another takeout as they need to clear out some of these yellow rocks out of the house.
This has got plenty of weight. It will need a little bit of curl. It looks to be a tad wide. It's going to be close. Oh, that was actually a very good shot. They didn't quite get a shot rock out of that, but they did get much closer, and their second shot is now pretty well guarded by the yellows, as well as taking out a Yellowstone. So looks like Team Beer Prescription is going to look to draw in behind those guards on this shot.
Martin Wyatt's second shot of the end.
This shot came out very wide.
Needs to curl a lot.
Yeah, based on how the ice has been curling so far today, that I think is going to stay very wide.
They're on it now to try to pull it over.
Get it into the house. Might be able to bite the top. That looks like from here that it'll be close between that and the Red Rock for a second shot.
Second or third shot, yes.
Yeah, it's not very well protected, so I do think that Team Bliss of Death will be able to easily take that out, possibly even roll in behind and get into the red to get shot rock. So that, I think, is what I would go for here, although it appears they're going for another strategy coming from the other side.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to draw to the button.
Yeah. They may be able to just draw and sit onto that shot rock from that side, too, which I think is what they're going for here. They need to get it around the guards here, which they did. Oh, this could be a good shot. Yeah, that was a very good shot.
Eliminates the shot rock.
Took out the shot rock. Very hard to tell from here who is sitting on a point right now. It'll be very close. To me, it looks like yellow's closer, but we'll leave that to the vice skips to decide.
Let's listen in.
There we go. Yeah, but see, the thing is, I don't think we can come to it. If we cross here, it's going to end up there.
Yeah.
So we're listening in with
let's just crawl in here.
Vice and skip of
Let's crawl in behind this stuff. Come from here. It'll curl. It'll come over. It's coming this way.
I'm more concerned about chipping and rolling behind. Let's try coming into the front.
All right.
Pretty quick, okay? And if you're a little line, okay? I think the ice is fire. Just let me know.
So it looks like Skip Martin Wyatt is going to try and draw in behind those guards.
No, I'm not going to chip it out. We're going to try and draw into the button.
I'm sorry, Skip.
And if we're a little wide and we come to that back one, that's not the worst thing in the world.
And you heard the call from Matt. He's just going to try to draw to the button with some backing if it doesn't curl as much as he expects it to. They're just cleaning right now, so it looks like it's needs to curl for them.
I think they're going to need the backing here. I think it's the...
Dan Bliss will try to sweep this out of the back of the house. Gets it to back of the 8-foot.
That stone will definitely be shot for now. Probably won't last too long, but that is definitely sitting shot rock right now.
Just come down to this one. This is shot for sure, right?
Yep.
And this is 3. Yeah, why don't we just come down to this one? Anything out here?
So it looks like Dan Bliss is trying to throw the same shot that Matt just tried to throw. Just draw to the button from the right-hand side as you're looking at it.
Just going to draw down to that one in the back.
So this will be the first skip shot for Bliss of Death.
Yep.
Yep, they're on the rock.
On the rock early here.
Need to get it around the guards, or the rocks in the
Yep, all the way, guys. Go, go, go,
high
go.
rocks in the house.
You got it, guys. You got it.
Doesn't look like it has
Go
enough
on, try
weight.
your best.
Yeah, that one's going to fall well short.
Yeah, okay. Not enough.
For the second time this game, yellow is sitting shot rock without the hammer going into the last 2 rocks of the end. in a good position for any skip.
Here. We're already 2.
Okay.
I want to deny them the house. I mean, even if I wind up in the blue, I'm fine because it keeps them out. I need to be about that much inside the 8 to count.
So you heard it there from the skip. They just need to be barely inside the full 8 foot to count for second shot. This rock needs to curl a little bit.
I think the weight is perfect for what they want. Maybe a little light.
Vice comes out to sweep. He needs to pull it.
Oh, no, it's going to be short. It
That's
is hard
fine,
for
though.
guarding their shot rock very well. So
They are sitting shot rock without the hammer, with 1 rock to go in the end.
this, once again, will be very hard for Team Bliss of Death to get a point back. I think their best play here is going to be to try to
Hit and roll that yellow.
hit and roll the yellow, or possibly to promote
think we
their
try to hit down
white
this way,
or their
that way.
red stone that's just inside the white. That it only needs a little bit of a nudge to get in the shot
Yeah,
rock
about like
position,
that.
but it's going to be pretty tough to get much on it.
They have not seen the curl on this side of the ice yet, so
No.
this might be a hard shot for the skip.
Yeah, and generally speaking, coming from this side of sheet B is quite
We'll
difficult.
try a hit and roll. I don't think I can get around on the other side. So a little more than the last one? Okay. All right, see what we can do here.
Skip saying he wants more weight than a guard weight. It's a pretty good call.
Yep.
This one has to count for them to score.
Looks like they're going to go for the hit and roll.
This one
It's definitely going to need some curl.
needs to curl.
It doesn't look like it's going to get it.
It's gonna chip that yellow rock in for 2.
Hopefully it doesn't make it worse.
Or that could have
Okay.
taken that one out. We're gonna have to let the Vices decide which one's shot.
Oh yeah, that is much closer than I thought. I do think yellow still got it, but yeah, it
Yep.
looks like the Vices agree.
One yellow.
I can tell. So another point stolen for Team Beer Prescription.
That's a start.
So Jim, do you think you can try to figure out how to put the scoreboard up?
Don't see many people chatting on the live stream. Let us know if there's anything you guys want to see, any comments, any shout outs
That was one
out
yellow.
there. So let's take a look at what the other sheets are doing. We got the team names now. So on sheet D, we have Team Marquardt versus Team Stevens. Team Marquardt is winning 5-0 after the first end. Sheet C, we do not have, I believe this is Team Bud versus Team, oh, this is hard to read. Versus Team Downerhan, where it appears Team Bud is up 1-0 after the first end. And on sheet A, we have Team Black versus Team Tamburello, with Team Tamburello up 2-0 after the second end. So, jumping into the third end on our featured sheet, Beer Prescription threw a nice draw right into the button, basically, of their first shot, and it looks like Bliss of Death is going to just go ahead and try and take that one right out. Since their first shot was in the house, it is legal to take it out on the first 2 shots. If this had been a guard and not been in the house, it would not be legal to take out one of the first 2 stones.
Where is it?
And the shot flashes through the house.
It's hard to tell from here, but it looked like they might have been able to straighten it out a little bit.
Yeah, I would have called you guys on that sweep.
Yeah. Hard to say if it would have corrected it enough. But
And Team Beer Prescription is going for another draw or guard.
it looks like they're just going to try and pile some stones into the house here. to make it hard for Bliss of Death to score more than one, if that even.
Yeah, they're going to go with their first two end strategies and just steal one every end.
It's working great for them. They're just piling stones into the house early, and Bliss of Death is having a really hard time getting them out. So don't mess with what's working.
Throw the same weight.
So it looks like Bliss of Death's going to go for another takeout. This time they got 2 potential stones to hit, and
yeah, taking out either one of these will be good.
Looks like if they do it right, they might even be able to get out both. If they can get the hit and roll on the stone that's up a little bit further. That is, of course, a much more difficult shot than a regular takeout. But let's see.
It's like he's a little narrow.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to need to be on this right away.
Gotta be on this.
They're going to have to straighten this out a lot. I don't think they're going to be able to. I think it's going to might clip. Oh, yeah. Okay, just got enough of it to knock it out the back. Nice takeout.
Dan
Okay,
is able
good
to
shot.
sweep that all the way out of the 12-foot.
Oh, thank you.
Team Beer Prescription calling for another center guard to guard their shot rock.
They're very content to keep taking 1 point in end, as they should be. A couple more updates from the other sheets. On sheet C, team. Sorry, I have no time. Downerheim is up 3-0 after the second end over. Sorry, Team Bud is up 3-0 over Team Downerheim after the second end. And on sheet D, Team Stevens got 1 point in the second end to bring the score to Team Marquardt 5, Team Steven, which 1.
And that's the third rock inside the 4-foot for Team Bliss of Death this end so far. Playing very aggressively.
Yeah.
I think the call was a guard, but probably
Yeah,
was a little heavy.
I think they were going for a guard, but that's the nice thing about going for that is if you miss heavy, you can just put it right in the house. So. Like most sports in curling, it's very important to have a backup plan in case the first plan goes wrong. So when you see the stone come out too heavy, it's nice to be able to adjust and just put it right on the button, or right about on the button.
Sweepers are on this hard, trying to keep it straight for the takeout.
Should clip.
Oh, they're gonna get both.
They might get both. Yes, they do
Great
get
double
both.
takeout for Beth Bliss, the second of Team Bliss of Death.
Very good shot. Very good shot. Will really change the dynamic of this end now with a completely open house.
And no free guard zone.
Yep. That was a very big play for Bliss of Death. Took out 2 stones. 2 stones that were very close to the button too.
This is the second shot for second Mooch Healy on Team Beer Prescription. Doesn't look happy with his shot. The sweepers are letting it curl. It's going back to the center line. And it's into the 4-foot again.
Yeah,
That's the 4th rock into the 4-foot for this end for Team Yellow.
They have very good precision here. They're hitting the same spot over and over again. Something a Skip loves to see.
I think Dan called for the freeze on this rock. He's giving me a lot of ice for a takeout.
I'm being told by some watchers that the sound quality is a little bit poor. They're having a hard time hearing us. If that is the case, please post in the chat so we can try to adjust this. I don't know if it's just a couple people out there or if it's something on our end. So please let us know.
Here's Vice Burt Cubbins. No, sorry, Martin Wyatt for Team Beer Prescription.
So, currently unsure if we are actually logged into the chat. Either we are not, or no one is talking. Both seem equally possible. So we're going to test with that. So if you are talking to us,
someone
and you
say
think
hi.
that we're just ignoring you.
Someone say hi.
We are not. We are just technically failing. Yeah. So we're going to look into that and hopefully correct it.
I've also been told that our Friday Night League will watch this specifically because I'm commentating and make fun of me for it on Friday next week. So I look forward to hearing you guys.
Yeah, I was also told that our opponents from Thursday Night League were very interested to watch us, so shout out to them.
If they're catching the replay or if they're watching live.
They were Team Michael Bay, I believe?
Yes.
Yes.
Now here's Vice Skip, Burt Cubbinson's first shot of the end.
They are looking to get around the guard, I believe, and sit right on that shot rock.
Maybe even tap that shot rock back.
Yeah. I think ideally they would like to freeze right onto it, but a little tap would certainly not hurt. Looks like they are a bit wide and going to sit in the back of the house. Nice little sweep from Dan Bliss to help put it farther down the back of the house.
Team Yellow is again sitting shot rock with three rocks to go in the end, and without the hammer.
Yeah, they've done a very good job of getting all their stones both in play and in very useful positions. This shot here looks like they're going to try to freeze either on their shot rock or on the red stone in the back of the house. Gonna need some curl here, but I think it'll come back enough.
Sweepers are sweeping it now.
Yeah, I think this one's
hard.
This one's gonna freeze right on that red one in the back potentially, or be way short.
This angle's a little deceiving.
Yeah, it's a bit hard at the far end when they're throwing at the far end for us to gauge the weight.
That's a good guard, though. They're just going to guard up the house so that Team Bliss of Death can't throw the hammer into the button.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of that in every end so far, blocking the hammer from taking the 1 point.
Yeah, Dan recognizes this now. He wants to clear open the center line so that he has a shot to get to the button. So he's going to peel this high guard on the center line. And they were successful. Good shot.
Yeah, that will definitely give them more opportunities for the last few stones of this end. Before that, they really didn't have many options with the single stone. So
let's listen.
All right. Okay.
They seem to have been thinking the same thing. Didn't need
Should we try
very
and
much
guard this
communication.
and it looks like we have an update from the chat now.
Huh?
Let's see what it says.
Works for you? So glad.
Oh, we got some audio, some fine audio
That's right.
on the chat. So we are successfully
We'll find out how much
broadcasting
that curl
video
is
and
gonna be.
audio. Thanks
It
for
may
that
not curl at
update.
all. He's not. We're not going much ice because I'm not expecting a lot of curl there.
The first shot for Skip. Patterson.
They're on it hard. It looks like they're going to sweep this. They got to get it over the hog line. It's a very nice guard.
Yeah, that
Preventing the takeout of the shot rock.
I believe that's exactly what they wanted right there. It
That should
might
be
be a
good,
little
eh?
bit of an angle into that shot rock, but there is not
That's
a
in the
big
way,
window.
huh?
So
Nah, not really. just try to draw in this way? Maybe we freeze here, or we keep peeling. I don't know.
I think if I was going to throw this shot, I'd try to throw the takeout of the shot rock, but peeling the guard would not be a bad
We'll
outcome.
come through here if we just nick a piece.
Yeah, it really depends
And
what
if we
you're
take the guard,
expecting
that's okay too.
the other team to do with
maybe
their
like-
last stone.
A little bit less. Okay. All right, we'll try to see if we can maybe get a corner of that yellow one. If not, we'll take the guard. A little less, I think, Bert. So we'll see how this goes.
Good communication between the skip and the sweepers to explain the shot, make sure that they know the plan A and plan B of the shot so they can adjust accordingly. Not on it
Really
yet,
on the
so
guard.
looks like they're already on the guard.
Looks like they are peeling. They're going to try and peel the guard here,
Uh-oh.
which they did, and
Ooh, they've raised their opponent's rock into the house,
Yeah.
but it's third shot, not second shot, so it's
Yeah.
not,
If
not
you can
currently
remember-
counting.
I don't think putting that one in the house
Like,
particularly is going to be a
take out,
problem. I
think
do
that's
think it
like
might have just
perfect, like
been a better
flat
guard
takeout
than the
way.
guard that was
Right,
there
move some
before, though.
stuff. Like just to the back of the house. I think that'd be good.
All right. Draw down this other side. It puts two of them there. He can only take one.
Yeah, but if he takes that one, he's going to be counting, right?
Yeah.
I'd throw a guard, but that's just me.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Sweepers are putting in.
let's throw the guard over here.
Sweepers
Let's
have
throw this guard.
changed the skip's mind. Yeah,
Yeah,
on the shot call.
It appears Team Beer Prescription has decided
Yeah.
to go for the guard here. They are happy to once again steal 1 point without the hammer.
There's always a time in plays for the sweepers to input their decisions to the skip.
Yeah, it's very important to listen to all 4 members of the team. I mean, the skip ultimately is going to have the final decision, but the more information being fed into him, the better.
This one looks heavy. It
Yeah,
might
this looks a
actually,
little heavy. This,
might actually draw into the rocks like the skip wanted.
This could be a problem, or it could be very nice. I would say it definitely ends up as very nice.
That's actually in for two points.
Yeah.
So
The Bliss of Death is going to need a very good shot here. I don't see any way that they're really going to get a point here. It is very important for them, though, to hold Beer Prescription to just 1.
this is the last rock of the end.
Yeah, this is the hammer.
If you tap it a little, that's okay.
You could say that Team Bliss of Death is caught between a rock and a hard place on this shot.
You could definitely say that. Hopefully for them, they end up.
I did just say that.
Hopefully for them, they end up at least getting the rocks out of there. Which it looks like what they're going to go for is just a
There, guys.
just a takeout. I don't know. That is not a takeout. That is a draw. They're going to try and draw right into the
Take
fire.
a look. Waffle.
Wait only on the sweeper's call. And
That's going out the back, I believe. Yep. The Vice for Beer Prescription sweeps it out the back, and that'll be 2 points for them. Another great end for Beer Prescription.
another steal without the hammer.
This time for 2. It appears they definitely took their medicine today, Frank.
That is true. What? Yeah. We want to quickly plug next weekend's event, the Be a Rockstar Tri-Curling event. is taking place at the National Capital Curling Center here in Laurel, Maryland. It's Saturday, November 21st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's for anyone that doesn't play curling and is not a member of the club to come out and try curling for the first time or second time. It's going to be $10 per person or $20 for family, ages 5 to adult. We'll have light refreshments and trained staff and volunteers to help you learn about the game and throw some rocks. So the first rock from Team Beer Prescription is a nice center guard. The usual play when they don't have the hammer on the first rock. And Dan Bliss is calling for the draw behind into the house. Getting word that our scoreboard on the stream is incorrect. Do that again. All right, so our scoreboard is up, but our side bug bar scoreboard is not currently working. We'll see if we can fix that. And first shot for Team Bliss of Death and through the house. Not what they were looking for.
So we're looking at the second shot for Team Beer Prescription. Called the sweepers on fairly early. Looks like they're going to need some help getting it in. And that looks like it's going to be a very nice center line guard. Oh, possibly even in the house. Looks like they want it in the house. Just outside the 4 foot.
Not quite behind cover, but
yeah, not quite. But
Dan's not going to try to take it out on this shot. He's going to try to draw behind again. Thank you.
So this shot looks very wide right now. Certainly possible that it curls back. That side of the ice, however, not well known for its curl.
They have a code word waffle. I'm not really sure what that means. Do you know what that means, Travis?
Something maple syrup, possibly.
And that rock flashed through the house.
Certainly.
Pressure's on Team Red to come back from this 4-point deficit.
Certainly very cryptic language. So once again, Team Beer Prescription comes out way ahead in the first 2 stones. It's been a common theme this game.
Yeah, lead Brian Walker's thrown great rocks.
Yeah, he's really setting them up for future success here.
And that's really what the point of the lead and the goal of the lead is to do, is to set the end up.
Yeah, something that is
strategy of the skip.
Can often be overlooked, especially at in entry-level curling, is how important the first couple stones can be. When you're down basically 2 stones to 0, and you don't have any stones in play, and your opponent does, it really makes it hard to score points later in the end.
Yeah, typically the lead is the least experienced member of the team, just because their rocks are first and second, but they are not the least important rocks of the game. All rocks are important. I
mean, right here, they're one of the lead rocks. I mean, it's going to be very hard. I'd be very shocked if that stone does not last till the end of this end. It certainly could be taken out. It's not impenetrable right now, but it's well protected, and it's sitting just outside the 4 foot. I mean, that's very likely to score.
Going for the takeout here.
Or get taken out right here, as it did. Okay. Well, but we'll look at that. Now, the other one, the other stone, that was, I believe, from the second, not the lead. But
yeah.
Now that one is still a shooting shot. So Yeah, sure. The lead rock is no longer shot rock, but one of his team's stones is still shot rock because they had to waste a stone taking that one out.
Yep, making it difficult for the other team to score. Then the last rock from Mooch Healy of the end. Second on Team Beer Prescription.
Looks like they're going to just try and guard their shot rock. This one might overcurl a bit. They're going to need to straighten this one out.
Keep it off the guard.
Yeah, I think there's going to be. I think they want it to clip. Yep. Oh no, I don't. Oh no, they did want to promote. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
That worked out.
Yeah, I thought they would try to freeze on their shot rock there, but instead they tried to tap it a little closer, which is pretty well protected as it is right now. So I don't think there's going to be a clear shot to it. Looks like Bliss of Death is going to try and take out that guard to open it up for later shots. But again, the Beer Prescription's got the initiative right here.
Yeah, forcing a takeout of this rock because it's a problem for them. So
yep, forcing your opponent to take out guards is always a good spot for you because you can just put them right back. If they miss, then they're way behind. So you definitely they have definitely the leg up right now in this end the game.
There's a launch that one out of the.
Yeah,
this one's on
that's
fire.
Got a lot of weight. That's looking dead on
This
too.
one will end up
They
in
might
the
need to straighten it
parking
up a little bit. Yep. Take it right out. Got a nice little hit it at a nice angle so that the shot that is the stone that's now sitting shot rock is not fully covered. It will need to be guarded. So making them make another shot. That is Beth Bliss's second that I can remember. Very nice takeout so far this game. And yeah, as we mentioned, Beer Prescription is going to just try and guard this one right back up. Got the sweepers on it early. Looks like it's going to need some help getting across.
Oh, now they're off. That's a good sign. Skip's not quite sure what line it's taking, but yeah, it's on line.
I think it's going to curl a little too much maybe, but not bad.
There's going to block that promote of the red rock in the top 8 foot.
I think if you're Bliss of Death here, you pretty much have to go for the aggressive takeout of the shot rock right now. Certainly not going to be an easy shot, but because it is partially guarded. But
if you don't do it now, you're not going to be able to do it.
This is the best chance they're going to get this end, I think, to take that out. So this will be a very important shot for them to make if they're going to begin their comeback. Coming out, that looks very wide. Might get some curl, hopefully.
Sweepers are off, trying to let it curl.
And they're going to need to let this one curl.
Dan's calling never, never.
And he's going to get it.
Okay.
Beautiful. That was a very good shot for Bliss of Death.
Sticks around 2 for 2.
Sorry.
Yep. That. So now they're doing very well. What I believe a shot rock is very well guarded by 2 yellows. So they also got second, and I can't quite tell if that third one's in the house. Pretty unlikely that it would end up scoring, so it probably won't matter whether it's in or not.
Hard.
Got to get around this guard. And
bring it as far as you can. We'll tap it.
Good plan B by Matt there, calling the sweepers on to sweep it into the house after the tick.
Top 8.
Bliss of Death is going to just draw into the top 8 here. Pretty much sit right next to their red stone, which I believe is shot rock right now.
Yes. 3. Right here.
Okay, line's good. Yep. Yep, hard guys.
Dan wants the sweepers to pull this rock into the house. Looks like it's going to tick off the guard.
Okay, whoa. That's good there. It's good there. Okay.
But he's blocking up the path into the 4-foot.
Yeah, it'll. Yeah, they're happy to jam this up right now while they're shitting 2 with the hammer. So
we'll listen in to see what Team Yellow is discussing.
Off our own Stein or let's start coming in. If you get a chip and you roll in behind, that's even better.
Yeah, that's fine. The line's out here.
So they're going to go for a draw in, but if it ticks off their own yellow, then that's okay.
I think that draw's still there.
yeah, I think the tick would pull it in right behind all the guards.
Right.
It's a hard shot to go for intentionally, but it's a nice plan B.
Just got to give it enough weight.
So let's see how Team Beer Prescription responds, actually being down in this end. They played very well from the head. We'll see how they play from behind. Sweepers are on it. Looks like it's going to just clip the top of the house about.
A little more weight, that would have been a perfect tick into the
Yeah, if that had
shot rock.
1 to 2 more inches of weight behind it, that would have been.
I think these are 2 and
perfect.
3.
I think very hard to tell if that is shot or not.
We try to just chip one out.
I think I heard Dan say that the 2 yellows are 2 and 3 shot.
Yeah.
So he thinks that his red in the top 8 foot on the left is shot rock.
Very, very hard to tell, but I think he's correct.
I think he's going to try for the double here. I think it's possible if you can get around that guard.
We're 1, they're 2 and 3. And then we're like 4.
Yeah, so you can hear Dan confirm that the red is sitting shot rock right now. At least in his opinion.
They're going to go for the takeout, but what they don't want to do is promote them to shot rock. They want this takeout to be heavy enough to get the rocks all the way out of the house.
Yeah, I think the big thing here with this takeout is to make sure it has enough weight. If this is too light, it could be potentially disastrous. Now, it's very easy usually to throw enough weight, so it definitely looks like he's got enough weight on this one. So trying to straighten it out a little bit with some sweeping. And calls him off.
Spill. Both rocks are in motion, yep.
And the Vice will sweep it out the back of the house.
But they promoted that second yellow into shot position.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Counting behind the guard.
Halfway.
Like I said before, I think a little more weight would have been what they needed there to make sure that second yellow one would have gone clear out of the house. I think he should have just heaved that one with everything he had.
Should we come from the center or come from this outside? Huh?
I think I come from the outside.
Yeah, let's come from where we came before. We know what it's going to do. Because worse comes to worse if we curl all the way around it. Right? Okay.
So plan A would be the guard out front of the house, and plan
if
B
it goes
would be
too
draw
far
in.
and we come in behind them to the button, I'm not upset.
This is the last skip rock for Team Beer Prescription.
Sweepers are on it. Looks like they have the line they want. They want to adjust the weight, pull it farther into the house.
Yeah, line looks good. Weight's going to need a little bit of help, but they might be able to pull it in. If they sweep it hard, they can get it.
Well, that's guarding their shot rock. That's a
very good
a well-placed rock.
Once again, it looks like Team Beer Prescription is poised to steal
I figured
another
if we came that way.
Let's listen into Dan. Dan Bliss.
Or we have this.
They're in deep thought.
Yeah, they're looking at a hard,
I don't know. What do you
hard
think?
shot right here.
If I was here, if I was the skip in this position, I think I would try to promote that red guard on the center line.
Yeah.
There's no rocks behind it, so if you can tap
Danger
it
is
on,
this one
tap it
sticks
on the
around.
nose.
The only other option I see is to come in from the shooter's left side, basically, and come around and just try and clip
Yeah,
the
well,
red
if we do this,
to
how many
one.
do we get? We'll get 3. Oh, yeah, let's do this. I think, right, Race?
Looks like they're going to be very aggressive here.
Yeah,
Not a bad
okay.
plan when you're down 4.
So, nose hit more or less on this one?
Yeah, looks like they're going to go for that double takeout.
Double takeout. It's a bold
Okay,
move.
I'll
Got
throw a
him.
big
I like
weight.
it. I think this one could work out. They'll definitely need a good shot, but if they make it, this could score them
Kind of
3,
like this way.
possibly 4, even
This way?
if everything was right for them. Either way, it would certainly bring them back into this game, as the game could potentially start to creep away if they give up another point here.
Try a takeout. We can get a bunch.
Called for the intern takeout. With that
Try to
high
get it
red
like-
guard, I don't know if I would,
Like
I
a
would throw
nose
that
hit?
way.
Yeah, they're coming. I would definitely come from the other side.
Yeah, a little less, I think, Bert.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision. I guess he's just planning on throwing it
Okay.
so hard that it's more or less
So
going
I
to stay
throw
straight
this
the whole way.
fairly
Not going to move
heavy.
at all, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to give this a lot of weight.
He's going to fire this one down the ice.
He's going to aim for I-95 with this one. Yeah, they're going to need to straighten this out.
Supers are on it.
Yeah, they need to straighten this out.
Ooh, they got
They
it.
got it. Great shot from Dan Bliss. That is going to
Thank
be
you.
3, maybe 4. It's hard to tell if that one up in the top is in the house or not.
Bert, what about that one?
That was a huge shot.
By far, the turning point of the game so far.
Yeah, that was the best shot of the game, I would say. At least 3, possibly 4. It's very hard to. Oh, they moved it. So
We'll have to see
I'm good.
what the score they put up on the.
Let's see if we can listen into the voices. Are they
Nice shot, Dan.
Thank you.
some
That might
mutual
be
respect
my
between the skips?
That's a big part of curling, is the etiquette.
It's a huge part of curling.
Never really hoping your opponent harm or cheering too hard for yourself.
Yeah,
You want to be very respectful.
very,
It's a gentleman's game.
very gentleman's game. Yeah, I think there was 3, but still, that was huge.
We'll let them put it up. Let's get some score updates on other sheets.
Yeah, so on sheet D, it appears that Team Marquardt is up 10-1 on Team Stevens, so that is going very well for them. Sheet C looks like Team Rudd is up 4-1 on Team Darwinheim. That game is after 4 ends. Sheet D was after 3 ends. Sheet A, Team Black is up 4-2 on Team Tamburello after 4. And we have confirmation that last end here was 3 points for Team Bliss of Death. So couldn't quite get the 4, but certainly a big turning point for them.
Could be the start of a big comeback.
Yeah, if there is a comeback, that will definitely be the start of it. So yeah, halfway through this game,
Could be the game's defining play.
I would certainly say so.
Could really turn the tide on this match. This is the second rock for lead Brendan Hook. We want to again thank Jim, our camera operator, for doing a great job and not forcing us to commentate and operate cameras at the same time.
Yeah, we're having a hard enough time doing one of those things. I don't think trying to do both went well. So thanks a lot, Jim, for stepping up at the last minute.
Looks like there's 3 guards out there for this end so far.
It'll be interesting to see. This will be the first end that Beer Prescription has the hammer, so it'll be interesting to see how the dynamics change. We've already seen that they're very good at playing without the hammer. See how they do with the advantage.
Yeah, they're going to try to draw in behind these guards.
Yep.
Whichever team can get the first rock behind the guards is
Going to be
usually going to be at a
advantage.
yeah.
The way they got the setup is going to be pretty hard to take them out. This one is not going to make it to draw in, I don't think. No. It's going to basically be another guard on the corner.
That's just going to block up that whole entire side. That whole draw on the right-hand side is going to be blocked.
So it's very possible the Team Beer Prescription just try to play this end for a blank and just keep the hammer as late as they can. They're up one with the hammer. Blanking an end here would be great for them.
Beth's first shot of the end. Looks like it's going to be a raise promote of one of their red guards.
It's got a lot of weight on it.
Calling him off.
I think they're going for the takeout on the yellow guard here.
Already over curled.
Yeah,
so.
they're definitely going for the takeout on that yellow guard, and it's going to hit it right on, I believe. Yep.
Promoting the yellow into the house to sit shot.
Okay.
Behind the three guards.
The line there was great. It hit it right on. It just didn't have enough weight to knock it as far out as they wanted, so that's unfortunate.
Skip Matt O'Shea is going to call for the guard to block a red promote. Sweepers are letting this one curl. Seems to be enough weight.
This is the third shot from Beer Prescription.
They just tapped that red up into the house, but we'll see if that one plays a role at the end of the end.
Most likely won't do any harm there. Of course, I said that last end when a stone was just barely on the end of the house, and it ended up would have been a point if it had been in. So we'll see. Usually speaking, stones in the outside blue don't end up scoring, but as you know, anything can happen in curling.
I think that'll be true at this end, since there's a lot of guards. Each team will have a couple behind the guards that won't be able to be taken out.
It is possible that a lot of stones are thrown for the wide end of the blue, since that's not guarded very well, so that could end up being helpful, particularly if it was a little bit farther in the blue, I think. So we got a red stone coming right up the middle here.
Beth's second shot will promote her first shot,
and
not far enough into the house.
It will, however, open up the shot rock to a clear takeout, so Bliss of Death will need to guard that right away or risk it being taken out of the house.
And that's what they're calling for.
Yep. Yeah, that's, I believe, the obvious play here. They need to protect that.
What?
So it appears Beer Prescription is happy to play for 1 or 2 here, which makes sense. Up 1 with the hammer. They'd obviously like to, but at this point, I think if they can protect this, they'll give themselves a safe 1 and a shot with the hammer to get 2. Although, what is this stone 5? 4? Stone 4 for them, I believe.
4.
Yeah, 4. So only halfway through the end. A lot still needs to be determined. Guard's going to slow down, hopefully, and sit perfect. That is exactly what the skip wanted there. It is almost directly in line with that, with the shot rock, so there is the possibility of the promoted takeout. However, if that's the case, I think the guard would end up just sitting where the shot rock is now, and they'd still have 1. But it is possible if they hit it right to knock them both out. So Let's see what they go for here. Does not seem like Bliss of Death is going to go for that. It seems like they're going to draw in from the left side here. Try and get into the white there and contest the shot rock.
Got a curl.
Stone appears very heavy. I think this one's going out the back of the house.
Yep. Flashing through, not even going to tick
Meadow
on the
says
guard.
sweeping it out the back, but I don't even think he needed the help. I think it was going out. So once again, Beer Prescription looking at a slight advantage.
Vice, Martin Watts, first shot of the end.
Yes!
He's definitely going for a takeout here. He's got a lot of weight.
Sweepers are on it, trying to keep it straight.
Yeah, looks like it's going to overcurl.
He missed.
He pushed
Up,
that
up,
stone
up,
a little
up.
bit. On his release, he kind of gave it a little shove, which you don't really want to do, much less predictable. So let's see what Bliss of Death does here. The last two shots for both teams were flashes, so interested to see here if they go for the same shot that they went for before, or if they try and do something else. And it sounds like they're going to go for the same shot. So.
Yeah, there's not a lot of curl in that half of the ice in this direction.
Generally, it seems like the wider the shot is, the less it's going to curl. The center of the ice has much more curl than the outside, which has been a problem here for both teams, especially this end where the only real way into the house is from the outside. I think this stone's heavy, so they're going to need to hope that it hits something, or it's going to go out the back. Yeah, it's going to go out the back just like the last one. All right, this is the last Vice shot for Beer Prescription from Vice Martin Wyatt.
Yep.
Definitely going for a takeout here. That's got a lot of weight behind it. This looks to be the same shot they went for last time.
Up!
Might be a double potentially. Got the one out, and it jammed up the center even more. There's already.
But he did open up a lane.
Yeah, he did open up the left side a little bit for a draw in. So that was good and bad. You know, he completely blocked the center now. There's about 5-6 stones blocking
Blocking that shot
blocking
rock.
his shot rock. But there is an option to come from the other side. And we've seen that side has been very hard to draw in from.
Just need like 8 foot, I think.
Dan Bliss is going to go for that.
Dan Bliss is telling his sweepers the weight call so that they know, they have a better idea to judge how heavy the rock is to try to sweep it in, or if they need to come off of it.
This would be big if they were able to tie it up here.
Looks heavy to me.
Looks heavy and again wide.
Sweepers are running pretty fast.
There's just not much curl on that side of the ice, and yeah, that looks very heavy. Both teams have had a really hard time going this way on that side of the ice. It's very different than the left side of the ice is very different from the right side coming this direction. So just need to start figuring that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they don't have anything in. No. I really want to just leave one out there. Keep him from drawing. But
So it looks like Beer Prescription's going for a rock in the house that's going to guard the opposition's draw, but will count for 2.
Yeah, they're basically going to try to put one a little bit above where Bliss of Death was aiming for last shot. So this stone appears to be a little light.
It's on the guard.
This one had a good bit of curl coming from this way, mostly because it was a lot lighter than the last couple. So.
Can't you figure out? They can't figure it out. Jim, you should put a microphone on and.
Yeah, that headset has one if you want to join us. We don't have much inside tat either, but we're talking about it.
Nah, I think we're doing better than expected, personally.
Well, the expectations were really low, so it would have been very hard to be worse than that, but almost happened. So it looks like Dan Bliss is going for the same shot he threw last time. This looks like a much better stone. Definitely not as heavy as the last one, so I'm surprised they're sweeping this.
Yeah, with very little curl out there, I would expect them to try to let the rock
they
dig in as much as possible. Oh, it's
going out the back
going out the
again. Yeah, I think they swept that a little prematurely.
And
that side of the ice has not been kind to Bliss of Death.
So with Yellow's first hammer of the game, they will look to
almost definitely score at least one. They would have to.
I would say it's impossible to eliminate their shot rock.
Don't say it's impossible, but you know.
They just gotta be
very hard.
More than half of the rock into the 12-foot circle to score 2.
Yeah. Here comes the hammer. That looks like it's going to be heavy, too.
Sweepers are off of it, trying to let it slow down.
It's going to go out the back, I think. We'll see if...
Matt's going to try to sweep it.
That's Bert Cubinson.
Oh, Bert.
Out the back. He was not able to. That's going to be 2.
So 2 for Yellow with the hammer.
Another good end for them. So after 5 ends, the score here is going to be Beer Prescription 6, Bliss of Death 3.
Let's check in with the chat. How many, can we refresh that, see how many viewers we have?
Well, let's refresh it again just to make sure that we don't have more viewers.
We're going for the record here.
Yeah.
26.
What's the record?
I have no idea.
All right.
I think the record's 26 now.
Yeah, the record is 26 for us at least. Going for the PRs only, the personal records.
Exactly.
So, in action in the 6th end, Beer Prescription's throwing a nice centerline guard. Might actually get in the house. Not sure if they wanted it in there or not.
That's almost a draw to the button.
Yeah.
That's a box shot.
Yeah, so I would expect Bliss of Death just to knock this one straight out. There's not much room to really draw behind it. Really, there's almost no room, so.
Yeah, and they're allowed to take it out since it's not in guard.
Yep.
We'll see if they can execute this shot.
Where is it?
Gonna let this one curl.
Yep, I think it'll curl right on there. They might be wishing it had more weight, but
yeah, they moved it to the back of the house. That'll be helpful for them.
Yeah, that's nice. They can sit right on that if they need to. Uses a little backboard there, and they're shot rock. So nice throw from
Blow it out.
lead Brandon Hoke.
Matt O'Shea's going for the takeout.
Yep. Sweepers are going to need to straighten this one out.
Sweepers are on this one
Got
hard.
quite a bit of curl for a takeout here.
Matt's really asking the sweepers to do a lot here.
They need to go hard.
Ooh, it's going to flash by. Ooh, tapped.
Ooh. Surprised he called them off there.
I think he called him off because it didn't want the red one
he was
crashing onto the back yellow.
Yeah, he was afraid of the corner hit that would knock it right on the yellow. So, yeah, probably a good call by the skip there.
I missed the call for Dan. Looks like a draw. Unsure if he's going to try to draw. I guess he's going to try to draw onto the top, the red rock in the top of the house.
Yeah, like right here, guys.
Oh, going for the guard.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the intent or if it was just a little light. Either way, it's a useful shot.
Centerline guard overcurled a hair. I think they'll be able to get at this rock.
Yeah, looks like they'll be able to see.
Peel it out.
Oh, they're going to peel the guard.
40-50% of that shot rock, but they're not going to take the hard shot. They're going to take the safer, easier play and just peel out the guard.
Yep.
Sweepers are on this one hard. Possible double takeout if they can straighten this one out.
Just hoping to get the other one too. It's all right.
Just the one.
Good shot.
The
Thank you,
yellow,
Mooch.
Stay in position to guard the corner.
Dan's going to replace that guard, I think.
Well, he might try and be a little more aggressive here. I mean, he is down 3 points. He might not just want to trade tick for tack here. Nope. Seems like he's going to just go for the guard. There are 3 more ends left, so he doesn't need to make this all up at once. If he can get 2 here, he'll be pretty close going in the last 2 ends.
Yeah, I think with the hammer, you got to score 2, being down 3. I already did that.
Yep. Line's good.
This guard looks like it's going to need a little bit of help getting across the hog. Sweepers are on it. I'm going to get it across
Okay,
and
well,
probably just let it sit.
Yeah, high guard's good. I just don't want it to cross over the center line too much, like it just did. Okay.
Now, Skip Martin O'Shea will go after the shot rock in the house.
Yep, that center guard overcurled just a hair, just enough to open it up. A couple inches at the most, too much, so they're going to go right for it.
This rock
looks,
needs to curl.
This looks very wide. It's going to be too fast to curl.
It hung out.
Yeah.
It hung out, went nowhere.
Not going to get much curl out of a shot with that much weight on it, so.
It's definitely a game of inches.
Inches, centimeters, depending on where you're playing.
Millimeters.
Well, most countries that curl use the metric system, Frank.
Millimeters are the metric system.
Kilometers are the unit.
Or just draw, or tap. Yeah.
Hearing the skip from sheet C, decide on the shot. Dan is going for pretty heavy weight, straight down the center line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was going for.
Actually,
here.
no, this is actually slow. They're trying to pull it.
This is very slow, very
Gonna
light.
hog.
Just leave it, guys.
Oh, they could get this over. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Letting that one hog.
No, that's
Oh,
not
it
gonna
is
hog.
over.
They got it. Unsure if it's helpful or hurting, actually.
Martin, pull this out.
Camera angle on that, and just barely you can see it.
Yeah, you can barely see
over
it
the
at
hog
end.
line at the bottom of the picture.
Maybe an inch or two over the hog line. I actually think Dan would have preferred that one to hog. I think that was blocking.
Blocking
the yellow. Yeah. That's why I called him off.
Give me control.
Control weight takeout. My favorite.
Let's get some movement.
He's calling the same amount of ice as the last shot. I don't know if he's going to correct for that last lack of curl or if he is expecting it to curl more this time.
I think the last shot was a little bit wide. I don't think the ice call was necessarily off. This stone seems a little bit light for a takeout, but
all the way. All the way.
Once I get a better
And
look,
up.
it's got plenty of weight, actually.
Up. No.
And that's exactly what he was trying to avoid last time.
So the shooter sticks around, but knocks their shot rock out of the house, leaving the red as shot rock.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was trying to avoid with the last shot when he called the sweepers. No, I believe it was 2 shots ago that he called the sweepers off to avoid that. So yeah, he needed to hit it a little more on the nose. He cut it a little bit too much, and he cut in and hit off the backboard there.
But that is, again, the ice call. I mean, he needed to get around the guard.
Yeah, you're right. He should have given a little bit less ice. But
Line's good.
Dan likes this
Where
rock.
is it?
He's just trying to draw into the button here.
yeah,
Yep.
I think
Sweepers
if
are
they
on
can
it.
sweep this in, this could be good if they can get around this guard
guys,
here.
Get it past.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Nice.
Close.
Great shot, Bert.
That was kissing
No, it's good.
that guard there. That was a beautiful shot.
As you can see, that one curled past the guard to be accessible from the other side if that other high guard was not there. So
Beautiful shot from Bert Cupbertson.
Skip Matt looks like he's going to peel the guard, center line guard. Oh, he's going to walk out of the house to check it out.
Let's tune into him and hear what he's thinking.
Get rid of this.
Yep.
Peel it out.
So when he says appeal, he wants the shooter to take out the opponent's guard rock, but he also wants the shooter to leave the ice surface also and be eliminated from play, not stick around and guard. He doesn't want to replace the guard with his own shooter, essentially. And Matt's going to go walk down.
Slide down.
What? I can't hear you down there.
Taking that guard out doesn't really help us, because especially.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to guard that number 2 rock. See,
They are 1 and 2.
I know, but the thing is, we keep them from big end by taking the 8-foot.
All right.
You can save that till later.
All right.
You can hear Vice Bert Cupbertson telling, Vice Martin Wyatt telling Matt O'Shea his thoughts on the situation and changing his mind. Very important to listen to everyone's opinion. Even if the skip does have the final say, it's very good to hear what others are thinking. So.
Yeah, I like this call. If they just peel the guard, Red's just going to put the guard back. But they got to try to keep their yellow in the rings to cut Red down to less points.
Yeah, I mean, I can also see it from Martin's angle too, though. I mean, if you
it looks like
you don't
heavy weight.
You don't need to be that aggressive here, but we'll see what they can do. You know, you got the 3-point lead. Just playing it safe isn't the worst here, but you also don't want to get complacent. So
Yeah, let's bring in. No.
might be able to bounce in, roll in.
Well, that certainly cuts them down.
Yeah, that.
There's no overhead angle on the stream, but the overhead angle in the warm room shows 3 rocks inside the 4-foot. Can't tell who is shot rock.
I am pretty sure that yellow is going to be shot rock there. I can see a little bit of red outside the yellow stone. I can't see any red outside the red stone. So definitely think yellow is sitting shot right now. So a great shot and a good adjustment there. by Team Beer Prescription. Bliss of Death is going to try and take this right out. Very important that they make this shot here because they're probably not going to get another chance.
Yes.
Yeah, they need to straighten this out.
All the way, guys.
Straighten this out.
Looks like it's a little light for a takeout also.
Yeah, I think
the roll towards you.
they're on it a little late. That's going to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to.
It's going to cement yellow into the shot rock position in the center of the house.
Yeah, I think that stone needed a little more weight, and I think they need to be on it a little bit sooner with the sweeping.
Yeah,
They do have the double promote available. Or
They
I
do.
should say the promote
The
takeout.
promote takeout, yeah, that's definitely going to be their play here. So we'll see if Beer Prescription can prevent that. First, we'll see if they see it, and second, if they can prevent it.
Now let's come from over here.
They're going to throw the intern to sit in front of their shot rock. Looks like guard, but it
Yeah.
could be just top 12.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Just got to be in the right spot. That might be too much ice. Let's go a little less ice. Yeah. Probably wrong.
First shot from Matt O'Shea here. You can hear his supreme confidence in his ice call there.
Yes.
I think this one might overcurl.
This is going to be a very high guard.
Stop right there. Hold right
Actually,
there.
Yeah, that's
Two guard.
going to be what they want. It's a little, well,
gotta
you can
feel
see it
that,
pretty good in
right?
the stream, yeah. So, Frank, if you're Bliss of Death, what do you do here?
Oh, this is a tough call. I think
That, once again, they just have one yellow stone that's just really ruining their
so.
day.
You're down by
Just
3,
like a tap.
and I think that red has the hammer, right?
Red has the hammer, yes.
So
They could get that. They
Yeah.
need to get that yellow stone out
Really,
of
we
there, but
could- that one
I'm
we
not
could do
seeing
it
how.
too, but
looking like
yeah,
he
yeah,
wants
we'll
to
try that.
triple
If it doesn't
takeout.
work, we can try something with more
bold
force.
move.
I think I would try a backline draw. I think just get around that the high yellow guard and tap
Right,
that
tap ours
red back into the yellow. I mean, you're not
You're
going
not
to be
gonna-
able to throw hard weight.
You're not going to be able to get enough weight on that to really move the yellow. I mean, you can move it closer to the button.
You got to move it just outside the 4 foot. That's all you need.
You're not going to get enough weight with that guard there, I don't think. I mean, that guard is directly on
Yeah,
line
well,
with
listen
the
to
red one
Bert
right
too.
now.
So he'll have a better vantage point of it than me this
I think
time.
the only play, well, not the only play, but I think the big play here is to try and hit the guard into those and use that as your takeout.
Well, he's coming out wide.
Oh, that's very wide. I
Gotta
don't think
move.
that's going up and back, I think.
He might be able to take that yellow guard,
Yeah.
yellow rock in the.
It's not, yeah, I mean,
No.
that would do something,
didn't
but it's
move
not
at
going to
all.
help him that
It's
much.
not moving.
Yeah, so he got another stone in the house, but until he gets that yellow one out, it's not going to help him.
Let's listen into Team
If
Yellow.
we're here, all right. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to, okay. This one I want past our yellow guard and just slightly, like kind of just to the left of it, you know, a little off center. All right.
So they're going to guard up the house. They do not want to give red the
I'm trying
opportunity
to
to take
create
out
angles.
their red rock.
Because see, right now, if he went straight at our yellow, he's got a shot, but if we're just a little bit, it blows it up.
Yeah, if I'm Beer Prescription here, I'm definitely erring on the side of too light. There's way more that could go wrong here than that could go right if you're heavy. So, I mean, if you hog it or something, it's very high, it can't really hurt you. But if it's too heavy, it certainly could. So, they're going to play it real safe.
Sweepers are off this. They were looking for it to slow down.
Yeah, it did not slow down. This could be
Hey.
Well, he moved their perfect guard a little bit towards the
That
center
wasn't
line,
Wow.
opening up a small port. I'm not sure if I would try to take that out. Let's listen to Dan Bliss.
I think I would try, but I don't think that means it's gonna be easy.
That's a Friday night kind of shot, not a
No,
Bonspiel kind of shot.
that's a you're down 3 in the 6th end at a Bonspiel kind of shot, where you need to make an aggressive play here.
I don't know if we can get through there, though. Well,
I think Bliss of Death needs to go for a big play here. They're down 3. There's 2 more ends after this. They don't want to go in them down 4. I think they got to be aggressive here.
This is the hammer, so
I mean, there's not much room for error there, but if they can make it, they'll score 3 points,
yes, that is very true.
which ties the game.
Ties the game.
It also would be
Just come
very,
down the center.
very hard for them to make it any worse.
if this one will stick around here, we'll still score 3. I mean, I guess if we go this way, we could get more. Let me see what it looks like from the hack, because it doesn't seem like there's enough room to get through that hole to get this one.
It's a good discussion with the Vice. He's going to go to the hack to see what he sees from the hack, from the shooter's perspective, to decide on the shot.
You can definitely tell, though, that Dan
Yeah,
is
we got
looking for
two
an aggressive
choices here.
shot.
Come down the center, yellow into red. Yellow in the back goes out. We could sit 3. Or we could try to come down this side. I can see like half a rock. Yeah, let's go for the other one, Bert. I can see half a rock.
So they're going to try to
Try and go for the straight takeout.
straight take out through the port, into the red,
Give me like
taking
half
the
as
yellow
much ice. I
out,
have to throw it
leaving,
pretty hard,
hopefully
I think.
sitting
Oh,
the
no,
shooter
You're right.
and scoring 5 potentially.
Yep. So you can hear
Little
hear
less, I
Dan
think.
mention there that he can see half the rock. That's generally the rule of thumb for if you can make a takeout. If you can see at least half the stone from the hack, then the takeout's there. If you can't, it's probably not going to work. So here it comes.
Yep.
Got plenty of weight.
Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are off of it.
Oh, they
Good line. Oh, it's going to crash on the guard.
think they swept that a little too much. Very close though. That was an incredibly difficult shot. Yeah, it's going to be 1 yellow.
And we'll update the scores on the opposite sheets. For sheet A, Team Black is beating Team Tamburello 5-4 after 6 ends. On sheet C, I can't even say it. Darenheim is leading Team Rudd 5-1 after 5 ends. And on sheet D, Team Marquardt is beating Team Stevens 10-6. Team Marquardt scored 2 5-shot ends, 5-point ends so far this game. Very impressive. And back to our featured game on sheet B. Lead for Team Bliss of Death. Brandon Hoke's first shot. The first shot for Team Beer Prescription is a nice guard on the center line. Looks like Team Beer Prescription is going to try to guard the left side early to prevent them needing to draw from that side, because that side doesn't curl that much. And Skip Matt for Team Beer Prescription is calling T-line weight draw to the button. Sweepers are on it. Just tapping the guard.
So, Frank, your team Bliss to death here. You're down 4, got 2 ends left. What's your strategy?
Well, it seems like we're in that position a lot on Thursday night. Being teammates.
It's kind of rare. We're usually down like 7 or 8, but
So this is the situation. You pretty much got to get guards out in front and then put all your rocks in the house.
yeah, they need at least 2 here to have a chance. I think anything less than that, and they might shake. But they really need to be aggressive.
Well, you do got to throw the rocks back down this end of the ice, so they might play 8.
And it is a Spiel, so you might be willing to take the chance, but.
And they hog that last rock. That is not what you want to see.
No, they need to get stones in play and stones in the house as quickly as possible.
Very nice. Got a curl. Top 8, please. Top 8. Not a little bit wide.
And the first shot from the second, Mooch Healy is on its way.
Looks like it's going to go straight through the uprights, and the field goal is good.
Here's Beth Bliss's first shot of the 7th end. It's going to be a takeout.
She's been on point with her takeouts today. We'll see if she can continue the streak.
Very quick release.
That's got it.
Out of
Not
the
a lot
hack.
of weight.
Sweepers are off of it, looking for it to move.
Needs a little bit of movement. That's going to be right on there. It's going to be perfect, I think.
Goes hit takeout. Thumbs up from the skip.
Great shot.
So this being the Stein Spiel, there's a lot of German food.
A lot of German food, a lot of German beer.
German everything.
Yeah.
German themed Spiel. I'm very much looking forward to lunch after we end this broadcast.
Oh, yeah. There is a lot of good food over there. I see some bratwurst, some salami, some pretzels and whatnot. Also got our teammate Ricky working the bar, so we'll hit that up.
Shout out to Ricky.
Some of us have already hit it up, mostly just me.
No, I'm sure there's some people at this club that have also
Yeah, there's a couple people.
made some trips to the bar.
There's a couple people making me look like not the only alcoholic here. Back to the game. It looks like Beth is going to be going for a draw behind these guards. Try and get some stones in the house.
I can't hear you. Do you want to draw?
Beth Bliss asking her skip, Dan Bliss, to draw in instead of promote.
Yeah, I like that call. Promotes are usually very difficult, you know. You got to get the weight. You got to get the weight right on draw as well, but you got to hit the stone right on.
And you
know.
risk moving the guard to
Yeah.
a non-useful position.
If you don't hit it right on the nose, you're just like a couple inches to the right or left. It's going to cut really hard. Whereas the draw, if you're off a couple inches, you just miss where you're going for by a couple inches. This one doesn't seem like she's going to have enough weight to get in the house, though.
Looked like she was very narrow on the berm also.
Very narrow. I think she's trying to go around the other way. Not a terrible shot, though. I mean, it's definitely going to guard up the any sort of draw from the right side, I think. So it's still useful.
If I was skip on this end, I would have tried to put some guards on the left-hand side to prevent them having to draw down the side of the ice that doesn't curl that much this end. Seems like they're not doing that. Or inadvertently not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these teams play here very much. We know personally from experiences, we played on this sheet the last 2 or 3 weeks. I want to say that this sheet in particular, the right side is a lot different than the left side. So you got to play it differently depending on that. So I'm not sure if they have had the joy of experiencing that difference much before this.
And here's the first rock from Fierce Prescription's Vice, Martin Wyatt.
Looks like he's going for a takeout of the guards here.
Doesn't look like he's happy with his shot.
No.
And that's promoting the red guard to the back of the house. It will stick around
And become shot
back
rock.
4 foot.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted there.
It's behind a couple guards. I mean, it's the back of the house, but still shot rock, so it's good position.
Yeah, that definitely opens up an opportunity for Bliss of Death here, and they definitely need to take advantage of it. They're not going to get too many more opportunities this game, so they have to capitalize on this. Is this the first game for both these teams, or is this did they play yesterday?
No, both these teams lost on yesterday. Beer Prescription lost to Lake Sweep to the Slaughter, and Bliss of Death lost to Melvin's B Starches. This is a family-friendly programming.
Ah, yes, of course, the PG version.
The winner of this game will play, again, 8:45 today on Sheet D, so that will not be broadcasted. You could probably get updates from the broadcasters. They'll be broadcasting on Sheet B also, like today. And the loser plays today at 2:15 on Sheet D.
So that last stone, where did it end up?
It was
just up there as a guard?
Guard, yeah. Over curled.
Looks like Martin's going for a takeout here. He's trying to clear out those 2 guards up top to expose the shot rock. Needs a little more curl if it wants to get 2. We can definitely get 1 from here. Oh, very close. Very close to hitting the shot rock and splitting them out.
But he did open up a port, so I think that shot was mildly successful.
Yeah, it was certainly helped. It's very close to being an epic shot. But
Forcing Dan Bliss, his team, to put back the guard.
Yep. Making your opponent waste shots on guard, especially when you're ahead, is certainly a good way to win.
Okay, well, wait only. Wait only.
That's Dan Bliss calling weight only on this shot for the skip for the sweepers to judge the weight themselves.
He's going to clip the guard.
That's okay. Well, leave it.
They're going to try and sweep it in. No, they're not. Okay. So, that shot, I would say, is good and bad. The good news is you got another stone in the house that's sitting you another point.
Yes.
The bad news is you moved your guard over a little bit and exposed your shot rock. So, it's going to be very, very important here to see if skip matter.
Let's go down and freeze on there.
Or the freeze, which is what he sounds like.
Like it a lot.
I like that call. It's in the back of the house.
With the weight, right? First
yeah.
I had to do
It's a
nothing but throw
backboard.
guards.
If he could freeze on that, it would probably prevent Bliss of Death from scoring more than 1 point this end. Which
Well, it forces Bliss of Death to go ahead and freeze on the Beer Prescription's current shot.
yeah, which is going to put them at 1 at best. So
Yep.
if he makes this shot, his team will be in very good position to pull this one out. If he doesn't, it opens it up for Bliss of Death. So they're going to try and sweep it in. Looks like it's
Sweepers are on this
looking
one
good
hard.
if they can get it past the guard and then sweep it in. It's going to be a little short.
Top 12 foot.
So that actually is great for Bliss of Death. It's not shooting shot, and it's guarding their shot rock now. So this is their opportunity that they need to capitalize on if they're going to bring this one back. These next 2 stones will be a very big turning point in this game.
All right, we'll try a draw. Try for like the full 8 foot.
So you heard Dan say they're going to try to draw to the full 8 foot
Okay.
around
so
the high
last
yellow
time I was too
guard.
heavy, so this time I'll be too light.
Thinking about what not to do.
Yep. A lot of confidence there.
Good to visualize your shot before you take the shot. Settle yourself. Control your breathing and heart rate.
All the way, guys. Go, go, go.
Curling is very much a mental game.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
I don't think this is going to get around the guard here.
No, no.
Looks
What was
light.
that time? Okay.
So you can hear Dan asking his sweepers what the time was there. So, so what they're doing there is they're timing the time it takes him
Yeah, it's
from
like one of yours
his
came
release
back
till he
and
gets to
one
the
of
hog
them
line. An indication of how fast he's going, and basically to determine the weight. So next time you can know to be faster or slower.
Here's Martin and Matt discussing the shot for Team Beer Prescription. This will be Beer Prescription's last shot of the end. 7th end of the game, right?
Yep. So just one more after this. So
Unless they tie it up and go in extras.
true.
We're going to try and draw this way through that
Okay.
port.
All right.
That way.
I will follow
Jim, do you know if there's a time limit or is it just 8 ends?
not buried, then it's not doing us any good.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, you're going to hit.
I'm not sure there's a time limit. I definitely don't think it's going to apply to this game. They appear to be
All right.
going a little bit faster, or at least on pace with every other team, every other shooter. So,
I think the next draw is supposed to start at 12:15, so
yeah, they got plenty of time.
12 or 12:15, I don't know.
So come down that same line. Try and raise that yellow one that I just threw.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like we are bringing out a new keg of heavy seas here. So,
All right.
one of them got kicked already. Good job, bar team, bringing in the new keg. Looks like it's going to be a loose cannon from heavy seas.
I'm ready to say it. Ugh.
Matt's not liking his position in this end.
All right, so I need just about the same weight.
Luckily for him, he's got a
Touch
nice
more.
lead. So,
Touch more.
Sweepies are on it.
yeah,
Trying to
needs
pull it
get
around the
that
guard.
They're going to get it around.
Oh, just time taps.
Oh, just a tap. But I think it's going to roll. Yeah, it's going to block the second shot.
Rolls
So-
in for 2 shot, cutting the red team down to 2.
This is good.
Let's listen into
Or
Dan.
at least one.
So,
Last shot of the end, what do you do?
And then
so
try to get
I
this
would be
so
really
fast,
aggressive here.
right?
You need 3 points at least.
Down by 4, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say 3. It's really hard to score 2 without the hammer.
Yes.
I would try to
Well,
take
come
out
that
the
much
shot
then.
that they just threw. If
And
you
stick
can hit
it
it right
around.
and stick it around, that'll get you 3. That is really hard though.
From our perspective, it looks like you can get to that yellow in the full 8 foot, but from the hack, I don't think you can.
Yeah, you got a little bit better angle from the hack than me, Frank. I don't know.
That's it.
You don't need to hit it that
Yeah,
hard.
that's true. Okay.
Yeah, you can see about 50%.
Yeah, I would go for it. You know, you're down 4, second to last end.
Nothing left to lose, right?
It's really hard usually to score 2 without the hammer.
Alrighty. We shall try.
One
to
without
hit-
the hammer
we're
is
sitting
doable.
1. We could potentially get 3.
Dan's come to the same conclusion as us.
Yeah, Dan's going hard in the paint here.
And make sure to remind Bert to fix the scoreboard. They put up too many points last end. Okay. So here we go.
Can't see the scoreboard from here. I'm not sure.
Not sure what he was referring to there.
Yeah, they put up 2 last end. They only scored 1. Gonna need to sweep this around the
Sweepers
guard.
are on hard.
If they can get it around.
Ooh, taps.
Oh, so close. So close.
And that's 1 point for red.
Yeah, that's really not what they wanted there, though. They're going to be down 2 without the hammer going into the last end. Not a great place to be. Not insurmountable, but not ideal. Sorry, they might be down. Are they down 3?
Yeah, it looks like they're.
Oh yeah, they're down 3, even worse.
So beer prescription leads 7-6,
We are.
7-4
At least me and my
over
wife
Bliss of
are.
Death.
Yeah.
It's time for the 7th end stretch here. Unfortunately, we don't have audio capabilities, but if you're listening at home, cue up Cotton Eye Joe and stretch yourself out a little bit as we go into the last end.
And Dan's calling for a draw. We'll see what the weight's going to be.
He's got to be aggressive here. Got to just throw stones in the house and see if he can make a big play.
Going into this last end, we want to thank all the volunteers that came out to support the Embassy Row Stein Spiel this weekend. If you're listening in and close to Laurel, Maryland, and haven't volunteered yet, you should come volunteer. We're still looking for volunteers. And that shot ended up into the house. So Team Beer Prescription is just going to take it out.
Yeah, they're happy to just trade tick for tack here. They can play it real safe. They just need to not give up 3 or more. So pretty easy thing to do in curling generally, but of course anything can happen.
Yeah, it was really important for Team Bliss of Death to leave that one out in front in the free guard zone, this shot, but it didn't end up happening.
Well, normally I would say yes, but when you're down 3 and you need to score a lot, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. Yeah, you're not going to score many points just protecting yourself. You need to put stones in the house if you want to score when you're down like this. So.
And this yellow is sitting inside the 8-foot, but Team Bliss of Death is going for the draw behind. They need to get behind protection. Sweepers are off. Dan wants it to curl more. Here it comes, crossing the center line. It is around that guard. We'll see if it can stop. Stops in the back of the 8-foot. Beer Prescription is going to try to follow it in, freeze right on it. And the last rock from lead Brian Walker in the game, unless they go to extra ends.
Looks like he's just trying to guard the top right of the house here. Possibly
like
freeze
it.
on in this redstone.
It's coming in. Sweepers are on it hard.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go for the freeze. Not quite going to freeze, but it's going to sit nice and close to it.
I think they're going to force Dan. He has to take this out. Hit and roll behind the cover. Let's listen in.
From the trailer, it weighs nothing.
I don't think they're talking about curling.
Yeah, that did. I think they're talking about the boom stacking afterwards there.
Is no good. Yeah.
So Dan's thinking maybe he wants to freeze, asking his shooter what he wants to do. I think he's going to go for the freeze. Beth Bliss's first shot of the last end.
So the shot here from Bliss of Death, it's coming in. Looks like it's going to tap on that front yellow guard there. Hopefully it doesn't promote it in too far. Although it does knock it into the 4-foot there. So, first shot of the last end for Beer Prescription second, Mooch Healy. Looks like he's just going to try and draw towards the button. Get a lot of stones in the house to prevent the big end from Bliss of Death.
Sweepers are on this one hard.
Looks like this one's going to barely get across the hog line here. Which will be a nice guard, right on the center line. A little bit past the center line now with the curl at the end. So
we want to thank Jim for giving up controls, doing the controls of the cameras for the first 7.5 ends.
Yep, he's preparing for his game, which starts right after this one. So we wish him the best of luck.
We're going to try to pick up the slack and control the cameras as well as he did. It might be a little hard to commentate at the same time.
Yeah, we'll see if Frank can keep up. So, shots coming from Beth Bliss. Looks like she's going to try and peel this guard up, I think. Yeah.
Or counting how many rocks are left.
Yep, and realizing that almost every stone you have left needs to score. So, you got to make some big plays. And if you're on the other end in your team Beer Prescription, you're just playing prevent defense here. Just anything that can stop, you don't 2 points, you'll give it to them all day. Probably see mostly guards from here on out from Beer Prescription.
Yeah, unless Team Bliss of Death can hit one of the 2 yellow shot rocks out, I would expect guards from here on out.
So we're down in the vice for Team Bliss of Death. That means they got 4 stones left to score 3 points. It's going to be tough, but we'll see if Dan Bliss can pull anything out. This stone here looks like they're trying to draw into the button.
They do have backing on the button, but I think it was a little wide.
Yeah, they have backing on the button, but sitting on the button is only going to score them one, maybe 2. They really need to get those stones out of there. You're not going to score 3 points when the opponent has 2 stones in the red. I mean, that's almost physically impossible to even fit them all there, even if you could place them where you wanted.
Skip Matt O'Shea is calling for Martin Watt's last stone of the game to be a takeout.
I don't think this is his last stone. I think this is his first of the last end.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's what I heard, actually. Oh, we're up to 29 people watching now, so maybe we can break 30 by the end of this exciting finish.
And the shot is away.
Shot's coming down. Yeah, looks like they're going to try and just take out or freeze onto that red stone.
Not sweeping it, needs to curl.
Yeah, didn't have enough curl on it. Just going to
flashes by.
Out. So, Bliss of Death really needs a big shot here, Frank. They're sitting 1 right now. A perfect shot could put them sitting 2, and then another perfect shot after that could be 3. There is approximately 0 room for error there, though. So,
and you also need to hope that the opponent does not make the ideal shot.
Yeah. Sweepers are on this. It's going to need some help. Dan's coming out to help sweep it in. See if they can get it in. They're really sweeping at it hard. Oh, they got it past the guard. Can they get it in? Dan is really going hard in the paint here.
Dan's really motivated on that one.
Just short. Very good line there. Just needed another about 4 foot worth of weight.
Looks like they're going for the same takeout. Less ice this shot.
Yeah, if they take this shot out, I would say the game's over.
Yeah, hit and stick. It's a great
Looks like they need,
shot.
need to straighten it out. I think that was going to clip the guard, which could actually open up a lot here. Oh, no, makes it around the guard. Oh. Just hits.
Hits the high red rock in the high 8 foot. So Team Bliss of Death is sitting shot rock, but Team Beer Prescription sitting 2 and 3, while Bliss of Death needs 3 to tie in this last end.
Yeah, once again, they find themselves in a spot. Those two, the second and third shot rocks there are really, really heavily protected.
They're still alive mathematically.
Yep. Here comes Dan's second to last shot of the game, most likely.
All the way, guys. Cannot hurt it, I don't think.
It's going to need a lot of curl.
Hurry, hurry, guys. All the way. All the way. Get some red. Get some red. Get some red. Hurry, go, 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 go.
That out.
Not quite what Dan wanted there. Needed a little bit more weight.
Yeah, he needed that one to count with only 1 rock remaining for Team Bliss of Death. Attempting to steal 3 to tie the game. It's not looking good.
Is not.
So I think the worst thing in this situation, I would try to avoid giving up. Giving up 2 is fine. Just avoid making a fatal mistake to give up 3.
Yeah, I would throw a really high guard here. I mean, hogging it isn't even that bad. You definitely just don't want to go too heavy and knock your own stones out. So really
Or knock the opponent's stones in.
equally as bad.
Yes.
Yeah, you just want a really high guard. I mean, you'd rather miss light than miss heavy here for sure. Although it looks like they're being a little bit more aggressive and possibly going for a takeout here. That's definitely not guard weight there. Yeah, they're playing hard till the end. Okay, well, so if Bliss of Death can somehow take out that 1 yellow stone in the red, they would be sitting 3.
That might have been a fatal mistake. It's on the center line and 2 rock, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do it.
I've seen other miracles happen.
That's got to be the play for Bliss of Death here.
Let's listen in.
I think this way, because last time we came this way and it didn't do what we thought. So I think, yeah, this one I kind of need to hit almost nose, right? So if I hit it nose, yeah, we'll try it.
So they're going to go for the double promote takeout of the yellow shot rock on the left side of the sheet from the way the
We're
shooters.
going to try to hit a lot of stuff.
I think that's the only shot they got, Frank.
And hopefully a lot of...
Yeah, I mean, play to win, right?
That
Play
red
to
one
win
in
the
the front,
game.
we're going to try red into
Play
red
to win
into
the
yellow, and then knock the yellow one out back this way. And we sit a whole bunch of red. Oh, well, it's got to stick around, I think. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, do I?
All right, and here comes the last shot for Dan Bliss. It's gonna need to curl back in a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. No, not gonna do it.
That leaves shot rock as yellow
Side.
with the hammer. This is yellow's last
Yeah, they're
rock
just,
of the game.
they'll just throw this
Yeah.
one out the back.
Up by 3. I
Those are the
would
ones
throw it
wanting
out
to
the
take it out.
sideline.
Yeah,
Now that I learned that
I
that's
think
okay.
they're gonna. I mean, they should shake. he's just going to throw this stone for the sake of getting it back down. Yeah, they're shaking now. Team Bliss of Death has conceded. This stone is just to get it back down to the other end. So it'll be a very exciting stone. No one's sweeping it. No one's watching it. It'll go right out the back of the house, or out the side. And that'll be the victory for Team Beer Prescription. Final score will be...
At the end of the game, Team Beer Prescription
8-4.
beats Team Bliss of Death 8-4. For Travis, my co-commentator, Jim, my camera operator, and all of us at Potomac Curling Club, this is Frank Kemper signing off.
Thank you, guys.
Stay classy, San Diego.